America was built on courage, on imagination, and an unbeatable determination to do the job at hand. And a life built on selfless, humble service had a Midwestern start in a working-class home in Kansas City, where Tim Kaine's mother and father instilled in him the principles of faith and hard work. Pitching in at his dad's ironworking shop, he learned the tools of the trade. Off to college at Mizzou and then Harvard Law School, after which Tim took a year off and served as a Christian missionary in Honduras, where he taught the carpentry and welding skills he'd learned from his father. In turn, they taught Tim Spanish, and that we have so much to learn from one another if only we would listen. Tim returned and met the love of his life, Ann Holton, and was embraced by a family that had been breaking ground on civil rights and political courage. Ann's father, Linwood Holton, was the Republican governor of Virginia and was a leader in desegregating the schools, sending his daughters to a majority black public school. Tim and Ann were married in the same Richmond, Virginia church they still attend today. Tim began as a civil rights lawyer, focused on fighting housing discrimination, insurance companies, and injustice. Eventually, he ran for city council. He became Richmond's mayor, solving problems by bringing people together. Ann and Tim were also raising a family, sending their children to the same public school Ann had attended. They still live in the same house they first moved into 24 years ago. Tim was elected lieutenant governor of Virginia and in 2005 won a hard-fought election for governor, making tough decisions, facing the deepest recession since the 1930s. And Tim Kaine's problem-solving earned national recognition for his work in tough times. Virginia was named the best state in America to raise a child and the best state for business. It had one of the lowest unemployment rates and one of the highest family incomes. But his time as governor also saw his state darkened by what he calls unquestionably the worst day of his life, when he helped Virginia come together after the shooting at Virginia Tech left 32 teachers and students dead.
But there was something in the story yesterday that was different, and it was you. Your spirit of, even in a dark day, of optimism and community and hope and wanting to be together. And you taught something good yesterday, even in a dark day, to people all around the world, and the world needs that example before it.
Tim Kaine has always helped people rise above the things that divide us. He took his problem-solving approach to the U.S. Senate, where Tim has become an aggressive advocate for our men and women in uniform, working to reduce unemployment among veterans. And on the progressive causes that make a difference for working families, Tim has been one of the Senate's leaders in protecting women's health care, committed to comprehensive immigration reform, a determined advocate for gun safety, a lifetime fighting for social justice and fairness, a life's work built on the principle that we are stronger together.